Guys, it's so beautiful. So I came out here thinking that I would be able to catch the sunset, but I think the sun is already gone. But yeah, I thought this was going to be a really, really pretty thing to film, but I guess not. Hey guys, it is the last sunset. Or I guess the sun already set, but it's the last sunset of 2023, and I'm finally back in Chicago to enjoy the nice weather. Not sure if you could see it flurrying, but this is definitely a beautiful way to end the 2023 year. With that being said, I want to thank you all for being part of my journey, regardless of how you know me, what you know me for. I think this year has especially been transformative in the sense that I've taken on a lot of new challenges and also done a lot of things for myself that I don't think I would have done before. So here's to growth, here's to discomfort, and I'm excited to see more of that next year. Yeah, hold on, let me zoom in on the skyline. There we go. I think that is a little bit better if I'm in focus, but wow, it is super windy here. The snow is just hitting my face. It's like I'm getting a free facial, you know? My skin has been pretty bad when I went to California because I believe the water was not suited for my skin type, but now I'm just getting a free soothing facial. If you can hear the sirens out there, that's typical Chicago fashion. Let's say, is this the timeline? Or I think I think it's here. Okay, so January. I really don't remember what happened in January. I had a fun few activities. At this time, I was still dancing with Prism Crew, so we had a very, very memorable Lunar New Year celebration performance, and we also performed at K-pop Club Night. I think that was probably the highlight of my Prism Crew career. I think that was the first time I felt fully integrated into the team, so thank you for being part of that memory. I think February was a little bit of a difficult month. My boyfriend at the time and I had broken up at the beginning of the month. I got COVID on Valentine's Day after spending it with friends. So that was at least good. I wasn't alone, but I woke up the next day after all-you-can-eat KBBQ, and I felt my throat feeling scratchy, and I knew that, yeah, it was over. My skin was also not that great during that time. So I feel like my self-confidence had kind of taken a hit, but, you know, it'd be like that. I also think I was going through a lot of struggles at work. At this point, I was, I believe, around like 7 to 8 months into my time at my former company, and I wasn't doing particularly well. I think that was when I realized that the job wasn't a really good fit for my personality and what I wanted to do long term in my career. I went home right after work and just slept most of the time because, you know, it was winter and I was not that happy at that time, unfortunately. But, you know, as the year went on, things looked up. So let's go to March. March was a really fun month. That was when I started my own dance team with one of my best friends, Lewis, and it's been such a fulfilling and rewarding process, and I think I've met a lot of good close friends from that. So thank you, March, and thank you, Lewis. That was a really, really fun time. In March, I also performed at the opening of a Bulls game, which was really exciting. That was the first time I had come close to anything NBA related, and standing on the Bulls court with my dance shoes and my costume, that was really cool. Probably won't be able to do that again, but thank you, Prism Crew, for allowing that to happen and for spreading K-pop with the world. That was great. April, honestly, I can't really remember. At least the weather was letting up, you know. It was definitely a lot nicer then. May was the first time Team Go showed its face to the world. We had a very strong debut, I would say. Although we didn't place, we actually got 7th place out of 8 teams. It was refreshing because it was my first post-grad adult project that I invested a lot of time in and really felt proud of. In June, oh my gosh, June was kind of crazy. It wasn't that crazy, but I think for me it was crazy because it was a very pivotal moment in 2023 for me. So I was at this point interviewing for multiple jobs, and I had come close a few times, I would say. Like, I had one job that I got to the second round interview for, another job that I went to the final round and then didn't get it, and then I was definitely losing hope at this point. But I came across a job that I currently have today on LinkedIn, and I decided to apply, and within a week I got the job, and I was so grateful and happy because I felt like this was going to be the right fit for me in terms of what I studied, what I wanted to do. I received this news the day before I was supposed to leave for Korea to go back home to visit. It was just a refreshing change of environment for me, and I think it has ultimately benefited me in the end. So thank you to my former workplace and my current workplace for allowing this transition to happen. I am very grateful for everything that I've learned working, at least at that point, 1 year post-grad. It's not easy. It is not easy. College does not teach you how to do these things. Anyway, July. Wow, I'm trying to speed through this, but I feel like I ended up talking too much. July was, I think it's pretty fun. I turned 23. Yeah, August, I think, was a pretty good dance month for me. I hosted the Team Go showcase, so that required a lot of planning, and I felt like I was kind of getting the grip on how to run a team that is not college-based. And yeah, I don't know. I was definitely hanging out a lot with my friends at that point because, you know, it's summer. Everyone wants to be out and about and hang out with each other and share the good summer energy with each other. So I had a lot of fun, lots of good fun memories with my friends then. So thank you so much to my friends for making my summer extra memorable. Yo, honestly, the last quarter of the year kind of is a very big blob in my head. I was preparing for World of Dance with Team Go, and that was my first World of Dance experience, so that was really fun. In that last quarter of the year, from September to now, I visited California 3 times. And for context, my grandparents live in California, so I try to visit at least once a year. And I had planned the September and December trip, which was what I already had. But in November, unfortunately, my grandfather passed away, so I had to go back home for a funeral. And I think that is something I'm still trying to process and understand right now. First, family loss. This is something that I know that I will have to feel and learn and grow from. What I wanted to do, actually, was capture the last sunset of 2023 and share it with you guys and share my thoughts and reflect and be grateful. But again, there is no sunset. You can enjoy the Chicago skyline instead and see the little snow flurries. It is so crazy cold out here, but I don't know, every time I look out on this balcony, I'm just really grateful for everything that's led me up to here. Really grateful to God and my family for allowing my life to take this sort of path. And going into 2024, I hope to reconnect with God a bit more and continue the really good growing energy that I've received from 2023. So yeah, thanks so much for being part of my life, and I'll see you guys next year. 아이고, Happy New Year. 새해 복 많이 받으세요.